How do I block out?
ṣé mọ nǹkan tó ń pè ènìyàn tó ń ṣe nǹkan tí kò mọ ìtumọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ṣùgbọ́n tó sì ń ṣe lọ torí bóyá àwọn èèyàn míì tó ń ṣe tó dẹ̀ rò pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn dùn ún ṣe it's money x on the bit. nǹkan kan wà tó ń bí mi nínú bí òyìnbó ṣe ń bà wá nínú tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ sí. nǹkan kan wà tó ń bí mi nínú bí òyìnbó ṣe ń bà wá nínú tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe lọ́ kó wa lẹ́rù ṣùgbọ́n lọ́jọ́ òde òní àwọn alágbàṣà wọn sínú. ẹ dúró ná báwo la ṣe débí a ti gbàgbé bó ṣe yẹ kó rí ọkọ fẹ́ pé ìyàwó ó pè ní bébì elédè lágbó sórí ọmọ ògbọ́ Yorùbá wọn lè sọ Ìgbò wọn má ṣe dánwò láwùsá wọn gba zero orí ẹja nínú ọgbà ó ń pè nílò ọmọ ògbòdò ó mọ ọba jẹ nílò ọmọ ògbọ́ Yorùbá wọn lè sọ Ìgbò wọn má ṣe dánwò láwùsá wọn gba zero orí ẹja nínú ọgbà ó ń pè nílò ọmọ ògbòdò ó mọ ọba jẹ nílò. Mo ti dúró dáadáa, mo dẹ̀ ti dún ní mo fẹ́ kọ Yorùbá ní ráàgà, àǹkárá mo fi ń dára, èmi ò rán Prada, tí má rẹ̀ gbé sọ́run àwọn ò lè ṣe mí náàdà, mo dẹ̀ tún ní fáàgà, ọba tó ń dára, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ mi ò mú fàrágà. Mi ò mú fàrágà, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ mi ò nídìí láàgà, yóò rẹ̀ lára òun pè é ní tàtú, òun jalè òun pè é ní yahoo, ìyàwó kọ̀ọ̀kan sílẹ̀ ó ń sọ àmì.
On the news tonight, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approves payment for 12 attack helicopters for Nigerian Army Aviation. National Assembly felicitates with Muslims Ummah on Eid al-Maulud celebration. Plus, more in the world of entertainment and sports. Hello, good evening. It's good to have you join us on the news tonight at NTA Lagos Channel 10. I am Nta Ch10. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved payment for 12 attack helicopters for the Nigerian Army Aviation. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tariq Labaje, announced this at the maiden Nigerian Army Aviation Seminar in Abuja.
In the nation's threat environment led to the commencement of the process of re-establishing the Nigerian Army Aviation. The Army Aviation is usually equipped with helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft to improve ground troops' agility and responsiveness while contributing to the success of a joint operation. So far, Army pilots, aircraft engineers, and other ground crew have been trained.
I'm again happy to announce that Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has approved payment for the initial 12 MV-530 Foxtrot KU's attack helicopters that will see to the operationalization of the Nigerian Army Aviation. I sincerely appreciate Mr. President for buying into this aspiration of the Nigerian Army and committing himself to making history by bringing it to pass.
This maiden Nigerian Army Aviation Seminar is to deliberate on potential challenge and measures to ensure the success of the aviation. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has felicitated with the Muslim Ummah on the occasion of this year's Maulud Nabi, describing it as another opportunity to reminisce on the virtuous legacies of the Holy Prophet. In a statement from his special advisor on media and publicity, Eseme Eyibo, the Senate President said Prophet Muhammad left behind positive marks on humanity and urged Muslims to emulate. Similarly, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has urged Muslims and all Nigerians to imbibe virtues of charity, forgiveness, and patriotism, which he says are necessary for promoting peace and progress in the country. In a message to mark this year's Eid al-Maulud, through the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Musa Krishi, Speaker Abbas urged Nigerians to use the occasion to pray for their political, religious, and traditional leaders while expressing hope that the prayers and collective efforts by all stakeholders will take the country out of the current challenges. Eid al-Maulud is a day set aside to honor the birth of the Holy Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, peace be upon him. As Muslims across the world commemorate the day, Tope Alabi in this report takes a look at its significance to the Muslim Ummah.
وما محمد إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was born on a Monday, the 12th day of Rabiul Awwal, a day that represents the symbol of faith in Islam. Not all Muslims celebrate Eid al-Mawlud, while some honor the Holy Prophet Muhammad by commemorating his birthday with open-air services. Some are opposed to the idea of celebration as they believe the Prophet did not celebrate his birthday during his lifetime.
All good things which we are practicing, he brought it to us.
According to Islamic history and traditions, what the Prophet did was to fast on Mondays to mark his birthday and on Thursdays as the day he was called to prophethood.
Indeed, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to be passionate on anybody who wants to ridicule a black man among them. Because there are black men among his companions, especially Bilal. In fact, he encouraged Sayyidina Abu Bakr to emancipate Bilal from slavery. Compare it with our present situation. A little thing now, you are Hausa, you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are Urobo. This is quite contrary to the teachings of Islam and the teachings of our noble Prophet Muhammad.
He was caring for the women. He taught everyone to relate with one another the way we should, with compassion, with love, with care, with justice. But unfortunately these days, that is not what we see.
This is the best time for us to demonstrate the qualities and teachings of the Prophet ﷺ so that our nation will be greater and greater and our problems will be solved and they will have divine intervention from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
While the day is not like the other celebrations in Islam, love, peace, togetherness, forgiveness, perseverance, and nation building. Tope Alabi, NTA News.
Still on Maulud Nabi celebration, the Muslim community of Lagos, in collaboration with the Union of Arabic Teachers of Nigeria, today observed the Maulud Nabi with a call on followers to emulate the lifestyle of the Prophet Muhammad in every aspect of their lives. Jason Moses tells us more.
Members of the community led by the chairman, Professor Tajuddin Gbadamosi, gathered at the Unicon Stadium to mark the day. Though there are conflicting schools of thoughts on the celebration of the day, Professor Badamosi and the guest lecturer on the occasion, Sheikh Abdurrahman Awal, both child followers, to focus on the Prophet's life example in the areas of leadership, tolerance, and understanding of people with other faiths.
But we cannot say that the life of a prophet like Muhammad can be ignored. Allah himself did not ignore it. Allah himself said, I call upon you, all Muslims of the world, to offer greetings of this prophet. Therefore, because of his leadership position, special status, you cannot but mark his life, not as if his birthday. It is life that is being emulated.
But you believe me, but they don't believe me. And for us to have a way, instead of having a loggerhead with one another, so it's better for us to let just go with whatever they want, so that we can have a peace.
The youth were also advised to shun all forms of vices common in the society today, especially cultism and money ritual.
He enlightened them. He showed them the way to behave by his tolerance, by his actions. Etiquette starts from the house, because the fathers and mothers today, they must be there to care for their kids. You can see what is happening across the world today.
The event featured quiz competition and Quran recitation by children. The day was also marked by followers at the Lagos Central Mosque. The founder of Islam, Prophet Muhammad, was born in Mecca, Arabia in the year 570 CE. He was an orphan from a young age and was raised by his grandfather and uncle in Lagos. Jesuita Moses, NTA News.
Moving on, residents of Lagos are reacting to the state's election petition tribunal, which had Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the All Progressives Congress, APC, emerging victorious. Our correspondent. The 2023 governorship elections, which had the incumbent governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the APC, emerging victorious, had opposition parties contending the victory at the tribunal. The tribunal days ago upheld his victory, and Lagosians and other residents have been reacting to the verdict. They say the judiciary is playing its part in ensuring there's stability in the polity.
That is the way to go when you're talking about democracy. And believe me, the judgment, was hard. It took about over 10 hours. It is a long, judgment, but people were there, stood their ground to ensure that they listened to the judgment. And at the end of it all, it went in favor of the incumbent, who is the candidate of the APC.
That is another doors of challenge being open to the governors. He's trying to just prove himself to the people of to the whole Lagosians that what the verdict was not just a bonus, but what really deserved, what really worked for. And he deserves it.
With that, you can have a confidence that, if I've been shit for society, I can go to court for redress of my justice and get my mandate back.
The Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, also applauded the judiciary as having conducted a free and fair election.
Irrespective of how the ruling goes, I think it was very lucid, it was very well explained, and I think even non-lawyers can explain it clearly. So for me, I'm a very proud Nigerian.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and its candidate have rejected the tribunal judgment, stressing that they'll review the judgment and direct their legal team on the next line of action. In Lagos, narrates Nina Musa. Time now for us to take a short break. News will be back afterwards. Do stay tuned.
Jackpot of the week. Place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit.
TRS Promotions, in collaboration with Rataul Lagos State Council and Lagos State Sports Commission, present
I think you dey every time you go to boss, so you sabi to play draft. Every time you and Sadiq, now so they're going to disturb me for backyard. You don't reach now. The first Lagos State International Draft Competition game don't start.
The first prize is 3 million naira, the second prize 2 million naira, and the third prize is 1 million naira.
No shout too much. Make neighbor no hear. You better run now. Go take your own ticket now. Go buy your own now. Now just 3,000 naira.
To purchase your ticket, go to www.windraftgame.com or directly from all local government areas in Lagos State, Aria Ticket, and many other ticket agencies. TRS, join the fun.
It's good to have you back on the NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7 p.m. Now to the foreign scene. 114 dead and 150 others injured in a fire incident at a wedding in northern Iraq. Gloria Akinloe has details.
Raced through a all-hosting Christian wedding in northern Iraq, killed at least 100 people and injured 150 others, authorities said Wednesday, warning the death toll could rise higher. The fire happened in Iraq's Nineveh province in its Ahmadiyya area, predominantly Christian area just outside of the city of Mosul, some 335 kilometers northwest of Baghdad. Survivors arrived at local hospitals, receiving oxygen and bandaged as their families miled through hallways and outside as workers organized more oxygen cylinders. The health department in Nineveh province announced the rise in death toll to 114. Health ministry spokesman Saif al-Badru earlier put the number of injured at 150 via the state-run Iraqi news agency. All efforts are being made to provide relief to those affected by the unfortunate accident, al-Badru said. Moving on, Hollywood writer strike is officially over. Actors vote for walkout against video game makers. Leaders of the Screenwriters Union declared their nearly 5-month-old strike over Tuesday, September 26, after board members approved a contract agreement with studios, bringing Hollywood at least partly back from a historic halt in production. The governing boards of the Eastern and Western branches of the Writers Guild of America and their joint negotiating committee all voted to accept the deal and afterward declared that the strike will be over and writers will be free to work starting at 12:01 on Wednesday. Late night talk shows, the first to go dark when writers walked out on May 2, are likely the first shows that will resume. The writers will still have to vote to ratify the contract themselves, but lifting the strike will allow them to work during that process, the Writers Guide told members in an email. And that is all on foreign news. I am Glory Akiloye.
And on entertainment, Nollywood star Tonto Dike demands Naira Marley's surrender amidst Mohbad's controversy. Deborah Yakub has details.
Singer Naira Marley is making headlines over his recent press release, where he revealed plans to return to the country while adding that he was innocent of the claims made against him and his music label over Mohbad's death. Addressing Naira Marley's statement, actress Tonto Dike dragged the Malian's boss as she told him to turn himself in for the police. Tonto Dike, who described Naira Marley's recent press release as a lie, stated that she wouldn't rest until he was apprehended and persecuted for his atrocities against Mohbad. Moving on, popular Nigerian singer Ahmed Ololade, aka Asake, has stated that his decision to pursue music over dancing was driven by his financial aspirations. Asake, in his recent interview, clarified that he opted for a music career as he was uncertain if dancing would yield the financial success he desired. The reason I left dance is for my love for money. I want to be very honest. Dance is something I love, but I'm not sure that dance can give me the kind of money I want. And that is it on entertainment news. I am Deborah Yakub.
And now sports. Morocco has scored 22 points to emerge the winner of the host country for the 2025 African Cup of Nations. For other trending sports news, let's join our sports desk.
at Tuesday, the medals table at the ongoing National Youth Games in Asaba Delta State is already taking shape as the defending champions and hosts Delta State dominate proceedings. Team Delta tops the chart with 21 gold medals, 14 silver and 9 bronze medals, followed by Team Lagos with 12 gold, 9 silver and 8 bronze medals. Bayelsa State occupies the third position with 9 gold, 2 silver and 6 bronze medals. Meanwhile, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has expressed confidence that Nigeria military is hosting to win the second edition of the 2024 African Military Games in November next year. He stated this at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja when the Organization of Military Sports in Africa handed over the African Military Games trophy flag and touch of unity ahead of the game.
We are fit, we are capable, and we will always deliver.
The military games is coming after 21 years when Kenya hosted and won it in 2002 in Nairobi. About 500 golfers in Nigeria will compete at the IBB International Golf and Country Club, Abuja, to commemorate Nigeria's 63rd independence anniversary. 4 African countries will also participate in the event as stated by the captain of the club, Olabanjo Obalaye, in a press conference to herald the tournament in Abuja.
To use sports as a rally point for unity, security, and peaceful coexistence of all Nigerians.
Finally, Victor Osimhen's agent Roberto Calenda has threatened to take legal action against Napoli after the club mocked the striker on social media. Napoli shared a video on their TikTok account showing the striker missing a penalty against Bologna, but were later deleted. Osimhen was seen questioning manager Rudy Garcia when he was taken off in the 86th minute of Sunday's goalless draw against Bologna. With sports update, I'm Austin Ejemodu, NTA News.
And that concludes this segment of the news. I'll hand you over to Jason Moses for the Ogu translation. I am Nerut Nina Musa. Do have a pleasant evening.
Moses well, you know. Oh, Tobogan Bola Ahmed Tinubu ko degbe to tin do àwọn gbeso ko to bo Nigeria kan ni ho àwọn gahun keso we awe mo na do mo yin àwọn foto le hino gbanga na do mo yin ho so do de pe nu ko danu ago to pe eto ko to bo Nigeria kan o me yin o àwọn gan pe to bo Nigeria to ta ori lagbaja whereby you Murilalo to Bri or with the Patale to Iwa. Now you may our Bele, you know, one gahun, but they may our gahun, see Omoto Atole to the Sameton, Smile Musa to Wado, Edokia, or Piro, why you know the motor 8 away to the Hesica was on the Podo to become on our so tó àbùnùkún tó dánú tó bó Nàìjíríà tó mẹ ní òde hè mẹ yẹ àgbẹwà tó sọ wà tó lẹ pẹnu fún èkó ládùmọdọ yẹ yíyọ bẹhẹ pẹnu gbò ládùn yíyà sọ wà tó níyàníyà mẹ tó pẹnu ẹ ó dánú tọkọ tó fẹrẹ pé tó gbọdọ mẹ. O mẹ yíyọ ònùkọtọ náà ò sẹ ọ dàhó tó bó Nàìjíríà tó gọsùn yà pábíò wọ ẹkọ dùn tó òye mẹ ẹyin mùsùlùmí lẹ. To ebe ebayi o jijiza wenu o mehin o jowato o sisayeton miodi o yaweno Mohammed oyin o donudo o tomenule to bo mehin o gakokono na o nukotalo ene seme o yibo dohodo mehin o nukotala o se oda o togo Nigeria to dokia do yime yo tugumenu le bodo na modo yike alo yo wa lo dagbe olùkọ́tà ìtàn Emiri Mohammed onye ezi akpajere to da yi na ye o mo wa ko edo ya do ina go lo na no me yo pa pe to gbona me to lo mo ko to me da o me yo no ko to da o se han pe bi o to gbo Nigeria to ene taju din na bas lo so so pa yo ye me he ma le po to gbe me na te ke mo do wa lo he yon ni ni to yi za to me wonu bo jona o me no so na tu mo do ye ma yi me do ho me bo so yo to me no da gbe ètò àzọ wà lódì kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mọ̀dọ̀ fífá jọmi ọdún àhọlù tó gbóhùn nàìjíríà tọmẹ òdìdì pẹ̀lú náà pẹ̀lú fìyà dọ̀ ẹni òdún dé nágbọ́n àlọ́ náyè káwọ́sọ fọ́ọ̀mù rẹ̀ fọ́ọ̀dún lè èsì kan wà dàgbẹ́dọ́ tó ẹnu kan yìí wà náà tó pọ̀. mọ̀kẹ́rẹ́tọ̀ àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ́fìlẹ̀ wọ̀nyí mi yín muslim gbẹ́lẹ̀ tó àyímọ̀tẹ̀lọ́mẹ wọ́n yóò dẹ́ kó nọ̀nù kan tó bá yóò pẹ̀lú títí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yìn tó wá tó ṣe tọ̀tọ̀ ìyọ́dì Mohammed títọ́lọ́ wọ̀nyí pa yìí tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ́fìlẹ̀ tó òfìlẹ̀ nítorí tó hẹ̀ gọ́dẹ̀ tó nìkan sí àìmúdájí wọ́n fìlẹ̀ yẹ pété mo dọ̀hó yẹ́n ọ̀nùgbó mẹ̀lẹ́lẹ̀ torí dọ̀ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ máa yín ònú kẹ̀ yẹ́n bá yìí tó ṣe tọ́ mẹ́gbá dọ̀yẹ́ ní bá yóò dìdì pẹ̀lú tìbá dọ̀mà òkúnná ẹ̀ nẹ̀ àpàjẹ́ ẹ̀yìn ìjọba tó ṣe lọ́tọ̀ kò sí tó àyè jẹ̀nà ìkòtò ẹ̀yìn olùkọ́tọ̀ òpẹ́ lọ́tọ̀ tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ òwe yẹn tán tákìdí ìgbàdàmọ́sí dókìá dọ̀ àpàjẹ́ ẹ̀yìn òjọba tó ṣe tọ̀tọ̀ ẹ̀yìn Mohammed kò sí tó àyè ní ònúdé ìdánimọ̀dọ̀ ètò fífún ìdòwò lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́nù kòtò àpàjẹ́ lọ́kòtò dọ̀ gbẹ̀záìtàn èyí ò dé jẹ̀nà òkòtò òsèǹlẹ̀tàn dọ̀nà yìí wà mọ́ òtò láfá mọ́ kéré yìí náà nọ̀pọ̀ tòkàn tó pọ̀ mẹ́ ẹ̀ ò pẹ̀tàn dẹ́pọ̀ ẹ̀ máa yóò ṣiṣẹ́ mẹ́nu yìí tán lẹ̀ ìṣọ́ apá yóò yọ pọ́pù jọjà lẹ̀ dọ̀ yìí ní tẹ́pọ̀ mọ́dọ̀ dánù ìwà ètò àyítòdìn bọ̀sù ètàn tó hàn tó nígbà gbogbo lẹ́mẹ̀ kòtò sí gbùgbẹ́ mẹ́lẹ́mẹ̀ èyí ò dé èyí náà mọ́dọ̀ kéde àlọ́sọ ẹ̀mẹ̀ dọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀ ò sẹ́ ètò ọ̀pọ̀ yẹ èyí tó kòtò tó wọlé ẹ̀kọ́nù. Òmèyí àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ́lẹ́ ẹ̀wẹ̀ kòtò gbẹdẹ́tẹ́dín tó gbọ́ òkìgọ̀ ònúhẹ́yìn òwẹ̀ dídá tó gbọ́ òmèyìn àyímọ̀tẹ̀gán tó gbòógbà ìwà yìí tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ́ náà òye kò tó fìyà tó ti lọ òye kò dá tó àyímọ̀tẹ̀gán Babájídé Sanwó-Olú wọ́n yóò mẹ́ èkó yìí gẹ̀ tó gbòógbà ìwà yìí tó gbọ́ ẹ̀mẹ́ tó kó ẹ̀mẹ́ ìmẹ̀yẹ ìgbàlódé ní sọ́mìtàn náírà nínú àmúṣá lókìá dọ̀tò dín déhè yẹ́kọ̀ lánàá tó mọ́ dọ̀ àyímọ̀tẹ̀gán tó tó ìmọ̀ ìyá àsán wà tó ẹ̀tàn lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ níwọ̀n àsán tó pọ̀ gbọmọdọ ònúhẹ láhẹ ọdàgbé wàdà tòmọrùnlẹ ní ònúhẹ ní pé ònùkún ègò dọtò dín ẹlẹsùn àdàlà tòmọdọ òdè tòmọrùnlẹ òdè bí òbòdó dè é bọ òbò dábò ìkọsọ tó fi àdọ yìí kò yín ọmọ yìí lè ló tẹmẹ dọ yìí mà lóra dáàmú tó ti ń gbá ìdí dọ etí wọn fún ọhẹ kan tó àsọgò ládùúgbò ìké ọmọdọ òjìlè òtòmọrùnlẹ kò dé tó yẹ gò ní ònúdé èyí mọ ìhẹ ọpá lọsí látọmọdọ èyí ò lè fún àlọ náà tó bá lọlẹ tó òògùn lẹkọọ lọ èyí hàn fún náà lọ tó bá dáyé kájọ sọ tó kúrò sí ìkàwé.